Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Katarina and this is Croatia Vibes. Now I've been living in Croatia for the past 6 years. I'm going to the 7th year. Can you imagine that? That is a long time to live in a country. So then I am calling this country home and I don't see myself living. After buying 5 houses and investing in this country, I think this is what I'm going to call home. So now today I want to talk about the biggest reasons why I left Kenya for Croatia. As you can see, I'm not a European, so I must have come from an African country, right? That's what many people believe, but of course there are other countries that have black people that are not African countries. So today I want to talk about the biggest reasons why I came to this country from Kenya, and I hope it's going to inspire you, and I hope that you're also going to think about it and maybe see your country, Croatia, as the best country ever to live in. So the biggest reason is actually insecurity. In Kenya, there was a lot of insecurity, at least when I was living there. So if you live in Kenya, or if you've been to Kenya, it is a very, very different country because it's a beautiful country, really beautiful to visit. And I would advise you to visit Kenya if you ever have a chance to go to an African country. But the problem is that there is a very big gap between the poor and the rich people. So you find out that the rich people are really rich and then the poor people are really poor. So I used to live in a place, in a neighborhood of rich people in my country, at least in my adulthood. So then the main issue was that our neighborhood was on the one side of the road and the other neighborhood was the other side of the road. So you could find out that the rich neighborhood has a lot of poor people on the other side of the road. So what are these poor people going to do? They are going to try to come and steal from the rich people on the other side of the road. And the rich people, I mean, like, they're not like super rich. They don't have private jets or something like that. They're just ordinary people. For example, in Europe, a rich person in Kenya is perceived as someone with a private car and with a very nice private house. So that is what a rich person is in Kenya. So you'll find that, well, I used to live there. So one time, myself and my husband went to bed, just a normal day. And actually, for us, we were used to be very careless. We were not very careful with the security. So then, although we had an electric wall 2 meters high, stone wall with an electric wall on it, so that we could prevent the people from outside from coming into our compound or stealing from us. But this particular day, we actually had a nice time. We felt very good, and it was a Sunday, so my husband was going to work on Monday, and of course was going to also work, but usually my husband went to work earlier than me because I used to work at home. So what happened is that we slept and we forgot to lock our doors. And usually we left our windows open because it was very humid and hot in the part of the country we used to live. We used to live in a big city called Kisumu. It is very, very close to the Lake Victoria. Actually, it's a city where Lake Victoria is. So then it is a really nice place, but also very warm, hot place. So we used to leave our windows open. So what happened is that someone came in, climbed up the wall, the 2 meters wall, but that particular day there was no electricity. So of course that is one of the reasons why I left Kenya, because we have a lot of blackouts. So then it climbed in through the barbed wires, the electric wires that didn't have any electricity, and then they jumped into the house, into the compound, and we were just sleeping nicely, peacefully, just as usual. But I have a reason to believe that these people sprayed some kind of a drug on us because we were sleeping very deeply like logs. So it was really crazy. And this particular time, they came in, maybe it was one or two people, but they came in and took all our electronics. So our laptops, our television, anything that was electronic, they came in and took it away. So, and of course, my husband had around 250 euros in his bag. So they came and took the 250 euros and took all our important documents. So then in the morning, when my husband woke up, he was like, where is my bag? He had prepared his bag to go to work and there was no bag. And of course, he was perplexed because there were no computers, there was nothing, everything electronic was gone. And the door was wide open. The main door was wide open. So they just came and left without touching us, but also without touching anything else except the electronics and everything else that was valuable to them, especially the money. So then he was perplexed and he came to my bedroom and he asked me, Katarina, where is my bag? I was like, we left the bag in the living room. Remember, we usually prepare your bag so that you can go to work. So he said, but my bag is not there. And I was like, what do you mean your bag is not there? It is at the same place where you usually put it. What could have happened? Then he said, where is my laptop? I was like, I think your laptop is also in the living room. He said, no, my laptop is not in the living room. So then I woke up very fast because then I thought there must be something wrong. And of course, I was thinking, maybe he can't see or he's not looking properly. Because, you know, men, sometimes most men are blind. So then I was thinking maybe it was a mistake. So when I woke up, I went to the living room and I checked myself. And I found the same thing. There was nothing to be seen. My laptop was gone. His laptop was gone. Everything else was gone. So we realized we had been robbed. Somebody just came in and took everything that all the electronics that we had. So then we realized that all our important documents were actually in that particular bag. So the main problem was that the documents, because they were very important. What happened is that we actually now decided to go to the police station in Kisumu. And when we went to the police station in Kisumu, we reported our case. And for them to come to the scene of crime, they asked us to give them gas money. They didn't have any gas money. That was really irritating and annoying because then we have just been stolen from. Instead of them coming to investigate the scene of crime, they just came to us. They asked us to give them gas money. But anyway, we gave it because we needed it. And that is considered a bribe, of course. The government provides them with gas money, but of course it's a bribe. But then we gave it. So when they came here, they came to our house, then they found out that actually somebody had stolen, and of course they traced everything. But the problem is that they never acted. They said they wanted more gas money so that they could act on the case. But we realized that this is a bribe. They're asking for a bribe. And we were so much against bribing, like giving money in order to get some favors from the government. So what happened? We just actually say that we are not going to give you anything. This is your job. You should do it accordingly. You know what they did? They got into their car and they disappeared and we never saw them again. The police failed us. So here we are. We have been stolen from. So my husband turned into a detective. So what we were doing is that we were tracing the steps and eventually we came into a ditch. And after that ditch, we actually found that our property, our important documents, they were in a green file. So the file was plastic. They were all inside, they were all intact. Only the money was gone and the electronics were gone. That was really scary for us. It was like something that we didn't want to experience at all. So insecurity is one thing that made me leave Kenya, because then I wanted to be in a place where I will bring up children and where I will grow up or grow old, because I'm already grown up, of course, grow old happily. And I found that in Croatia, here in Croatia, you find that people are really nice. It is very secure. People are not petty thieves. And especially if you go to the villages like where we live, you find many people know each other. So you find that it's like a community kind of living. So people are not there to steal from each other. And of course, there are people who are less than others, but still people don't come to steal from you. They respect your property. If they want something from you, they are always asking for it, and of course they return it. And this is a country where you can sleep and snore without any problem, because you know that your property is safe, because you know nobody is going to try to smuggle you or to smug you to mug you to mug you. So then you find out that it is a very beautiful country, a very safe country. I've always felt safe in Croatia ever since I stepped my feet in this country. And it has proved me right all the time. It doesn't matter whether it's the capital city of Zagreb, because I lived there for 10 good months, and nobody ever tried to pickpocket me. Nobody ever tried to take anything from me or steal from me. Even up to date, I've never, ever been stolen from. This is something I can't take for granted. That is the biggest reason why I left Kenya for Croatia. And I think, to me, according to me, Croatia is one of the safest places you can be in this world. So I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I see you in the next one. Mwah.